drip, that's water, call that boss. You try my squad and they gon' be in cost. You better be prepared to take a loss. I left my enemies dripping, but it ain't sauce. It ain't sauce, no it ain't sauce. Yeah, enemies dripping, but it ain't sauce. No it ain't sauce, no it ain't sauce. Yeah, enemies dripping, but it ain't sauce. It ain't sauce, it ain't sauce.
Hello people, it's your boy Archie Smitty. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I will be reacting to Superman is the Worst Superhero Movie by someone named Randallsdiversion. This is, I promise you, I know y'all are sick of me with these. Y'all probably are. It was like, this man keeps talking about the Superman movie. Get over it. Move on. What you keep talking about it for? Why you keep getting on people? I promise you this is the last one. Unless someone else just really gets on my nerves and just says like all of the wrong things. Because that's really what it's been. And mostly with the last guy I did, someone recommended me him. So they wanted me to react to him. But this guy, I came across it and I have heard some stuff about this review in particular. That is, he says some wild stuff as well. So I'm actually curious to see what he has to say. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This is it. I promise this is it. Like I said, this is it. Unless someone really gets on my nerves and I gotta react to it. But it's going to be a two-parter because I'm gonna react to this, and then it was another video he did. I'm not gonna react fully to this one because it's 38 minutes. I'm not gonna do what I did last time. I'm gonna react to this, and I'm gonna react to his other video, which is 32 minutes, where he literally puts that the movie is bombing, which is just not. And it's like it's in his title. He literally puts like it's bombing, but that's just not true at all. So we'll get to that. We'll get to that later. But we're gonna see what he has to say in his actual review first. So without further ado, we will start this video in 3, 2, 1.
Before I start, I just want to say everything I'm going to talk about is from the bottom of my heart.
Worst superhero movie is kind of crazy though. I'm gonna just say that. That's a little crazy.
I don't want nobody telling me you fucking biased. Oh my God, you're biased. Shut your mouth, because I ain't no bias here. I'm going to tell you the truth. If you don't like it, you are the problem. What's good, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I just came back from seeing Superboy.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, man. I love those comments. The Superboy comments, I love them. I mean, he's only in his 3rd year, so I mean, well, on the verge of his 4th, but yeah, but still, he's still a young Superman, so I mean, yeah, I guess.
2025, what many people call Superman, but that ain't my Superman, obviously. And what a dog shit experience I had.
Dog shit. Wow.
This movie is the worst movie in history in the entire comics.
Whoa. I need the most valid explanation. You better say the most valid reasoning as to why you feel that, because there have been a lot. You're saying the worst superhero movie when there's movies like Morbius out there, when there's movies like Catwoman, when there's movies like Elektra. The worst. When the first Suicide Squad exists, you say this is the worst superhero movie? Okay.
Now I haven't seen the Marvels. All right, so I'm not.
I forgot about that. Well, I would even say the Marvels is the worst. I mean, that was probably, if in terms of maybe in the MCU, yes. And of that phase, yeah. But I wouldn't even say the I really did not enjoy. I did not enjoy the Marvels like that. I don't remember the rating I gave for it, but I did not enjoy it.
I can't say if the Marvels is worse than Superman because I haven't seen it. To be honest.
What movies have you seen? movies have you seen? What movies have you seen? You think this movie is worse than Ant-Man Quantumanium? Crazy work.
I'd rather watch Captain America, Brave New World, than Superman.
Captain America, the slander on Captain America Brave New World is crazy. I don't think that movie is the best. I don't think it's the best, and it definitely indeed has its problems. And I did say it was basically Winter Soldier. It does indeed have its problems, but Jesus Christ, I do not think that movie. That's another film that I think y'all make it sound way. Y'all make that movie sound like it is one of the worst ever made as well. Like, it is not that bad. I don't think it's not. Superman is definitely way better. You pushing it. Superman is way better, but Brave New World, it's average. It's not that bad. Like, it's not that bad.
You guys heard me. Captain America, it wasn't a good movie. Okay? I'd rather watch that than Superman, bro.
Crazy work.
At least there was a story. There's
a story here. There's a story here. There is a story here. You must not have understood what was going on. It was a clear story. Like, it was a clear story. Lex Luthor pretty much doing a number of schemes. Literally, pretty much the most comic booky you gonna get. The Lex Luthor doing a number of schemes to literally kill and find ways to take down Superman. Kill and or find ways to take down Superman. It can't get as any simple as that. That's pretty much what the plot was. That was me summing it up, basically, without me going into depth. Like, I could talk about him trying to take over a country. Like, I can go into all of that. But, like, to sum it up for you, it's basically Lex Luthor coming up with a number of ways to take down / kill Superman. Basically. And Superman learning how to be an even better superhero than what he already was doing.
Build up. Some emotion too. But this was not a movie. This was a parody.
A parody of what?
This movie was a parody. I don't care if anyone has a problem that I'm biased. Fuck you. Okay?
Biased? What do you mean biased? Don't tell me you like Man of Steel. If you tell me you like Man of Steel, but this movie was trash, okay. I just need to know. You need to give me something. You need to tell me an exact moment. You need to give me an exact moment, please. You know what I want to do? I said this to my friend I said this to my friend the Willie Experience. I was like, I want to sit down and just watch. I want to sit down with a pure Snyder fan and watch Man of Steel with them, and just go through it scene by scene, and just see what about this film you think is so much better than Superman. I just want to know. I gave Man of Steel his props on what it did better than Superman, but y'all saying it's better as like as its like entirety, like no, like not even close. But I just want to sit down with one and sit down with a Snyder fan or a Snyder cultist and just see like what do you like about, like what about this film other than nostalgia is like so good. Like, it's so good to the point where it beats out Superman. I'm just curious.
I'm literally telling you, F your ass, okay? When I watched this movie...
And, hey, he's getting disrespectful, so we can...
I said, we need Zack Snyder. It was clear...
Oh, he's a Snyder fan. Oh, my God. We need Zack Snyder. You want Zack Snyder to do what exactly? The dude that literally took The Dark Knight Returns and said... And the man that literally misinterpreted every single thing about The Dark Knight Returns and made Batman into a killer. You want that. You want Zack Snyder to bring that back. Okay. You want Zack Snyder to bring that back. Okay. You want Zack Snyder, the dude that said Batman was a god. He said Batman was a god. Do you want the dude to bring back I'm doing Man of Steel 2, where literally Superman is just flying around moping all the time. He's never happy. You want that gray blue color palette. Actually, you know what? Before I even because I have a bunch of problems with Man of Steel, but I just want to know. I just want to know, like, you need to give me your reasoning. Why is Man of Steel better? Why do you want Zack Snyder back?
And simple. I appreciated Man of Steel.
I told you. I definitely said that. I said in terms of story, Zack Snyder's Man of Steel was easier to follow. Indeed, I will give you that. It is in terms easier to follow. It is way simpler to follow, and because of the origin story, it makes it even more easier to follow because it literally goes beat for beat. So I will give you that. But but just because it's easier to follow, that doesn't mean it's a better story per se. What happens in it doesn't necessarily make it fully better.
As you guys know, in the past, I've criticized Zack Snyder. So I'm not a Snyder guy, okay? Don't even come on.
You can't. It's too late for that.
I'm not a Snyder guy. I said Superman in Man of Steel, he doesn't have any personality. I didn't really like that. Okay?
And you're about to. He didn't have any person. You say that, but the Superman that gets personality, he's the problem. Okay.
But the story was good except when he killed his father. I thought that was ridiculous. But everything else
When he
was
what?
good personality. I didn't really like that. Okay? But the story was good except when he killed his father. I thought that was ridiculous. But everything else,
When he killed his father. When he let Poe Kent. When he let Jonathan Kent die. Yeah, not Jonathan Kent. His father died. His adoptive father died.
I enjoyed it. But it wasn't the best I've seen. But now that I've seen what James Gunn did with Superman, I appreciate Zack Snyder. I honestly do.
Why do you appreciate? Right. Why do you appreciate it? Well, tell me. I need more. Why do you appreciate it? Why do you appreciate that? Why do you appreciate that movie? Why do you appreciate that movie?
Yo, so this is not a well. Should I spoil it? I don't think. Listen, if you've seen all the trailers and the clips and the leaks, it is true. The leaks are true. Super shit, monkeys. Holy.
You know what's crazy? The crazy thing about this is that literally, like most of like, I'm not gonna act like I read every single Superman comic because I haven't. I have not read every single Superman comic. But the fact that James Gunn sometimes will literally tell you exactly what he's going to do, like he said, he's pulling from certain comics. So most of the stuff that you saw in Superman came from somewhere. He's not just pulling it out of his ass. And the whole monkey thing, you could say I'm making an excuse, but that was literally that was basically showing you how much Lex Luthor hates Superman for him to literally make an army of monkeys to make negative posts about Superman. That's just supposed to literally show you how much this man hates Superman. But continue.
Everything was true. It was true, fam. Okay. Let's start off with this film, okay? So, the movie started off with exactly the clip that was given to us when we were promised the second trailer, okay, where Superman crashed. We had no idea how he got there, but apparently the Hamo Boravia, whatever nonsense, I call him Ultraman. Spoilers, bro, Ultraman. Yeah, he was the one that was in that suit.
Yeah.
And he whooped Superman's ass. Everything people were saying that Superman's getting his ass whooped is true.
And like normal, I'm going to say what I usually say. He was fighting a clone of himself. Ultraman, no matter if Ultraman wasn't a clone of him or not, Ultraman is depicted as an evil version of Superman. It doesn't... Like, bro, Ultraman was an evil clone of himself. And are y'all forgetting that literally in Man of Steel, when Zod and his two minions attacked his mother's house, Literally, Superman was literally getting his ass kicked. He got thrown through IHOP. He got thrown through gasoline tankers. Like, are y'all forgetting that? Like, bro got his ass kicked in Man of Steel 2. It wasn't it's like y'all just disregarding what happened in that film. Like, he got his ass kicked there too, and and that's not even like a problem I say is with the movie, with Man of Steel. Like, he got his ass kicked in that film too. Mind you, he's able to actually fly and do all the heat vision, freeze breath, and do all that cool stuff. They didn't even adapt to the world's atmosphere yet, but they was kicking his ass. They was beating his ass. I just want you to know that. And before you say, oh, they was trained military, they knew how to fight. Literally, Ultraman is being controlled by Lex Luthor, who Lex Luthor has been studying Superman for years. But proceed. Continue.
He didn't really do anything, bro. He was getting his ass whooped over and over.
He was getting his ass whipped over and over. Are you literally forgetting when he was on the field and he grabbed... Give me 1 second. Engineer. I don't know why I keep forgetting her name. When he literally grabbed he literally grabbed Engineer and was freaking throwing her around, like he was throwing her around and using her as a weapon against Ultraman. Do you not remember that? I remember that. You don't remember when he flew up into the sky and then dropped all the way down and then literally took out Engineer? And then he literally beat Ultraman. Like, he literally defeated Ultraman. What do you...
The Justice Gang had to step in to solve his problems.
They had to step in to solve his problem. What problem? What problem? What problem? Are you talking about when the kaiju happened? Superman was doing what he usually does, which was literally stopping the kaiju and was trying to find a way to do something without necessarily killing it, because Superman values life. They make that very clear in the film. He really values life. He's going to try to find a way to take this thing out without necessarily killing it. The Justice Gang didn't do that. They have different methods from Superman, clearly. So they just take him out. Anything else? But what else does the Justice Gang help with? All right, if you're talking about when they go back to the country, I mean, Superman, he's called Superman, but he can't be at two places at once. So, I mean, if that's also what you're talking about, then, of course, like, he needed backup. He had to have someone be there while he took care of literally the world while Metropolis getting split. But, these videos are...
Superman is more worried of, looking out, not creating lots of casualties. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, okay? But sometimes you just gotta defeat your opponent, bro. So people wouldn't die. But he's more worried about casualties and saving lives. Rather,
he's more worried about casualties and saving lives. And that's the problem? I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can make it through this video. What? What? The superhero is more worried about saving people. Huh. Okay.
just stop at the guy about casualties and saving lives. Rather than just stop at the guy. Gunn.
What guy? Rather than stopping what guy? I mean, if he's fighting someone, if he's fighting someone, and I said literally, if he's fighting someone and the person he's fighting, let's just say General Zod. I'm just saying General Zod or Brainiac, one of the two. He's fighting Brainiac or General Zod, and they're about to be in the way of putting a civilian harm. You don't want him to save them. You attempt to save them. You just want them to let them die, especially if that General Zod hits them or whatever. You just want to let them die. Okay.
What were you thinking? You thought you cooked? You crazy. Okay, let's go back to the film. Okay?
I need to hear that again.
Up at the guy.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
he's more worried about casualties and saving lives rather than just stop the guy.
He's more worried about casualties and saving lives rather than stopping the guy. And Man of Steel is the opposite because he literally worried about stopping the guys and ended up saving no one, and the whole city was covered in dust and ash. And what did General Zod say? You wanted to save this? He literally picked up all of the ash. Yeah. You know what? You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. He should have worried. He should have let more people die like Man of Steel. Totally.
Gunn, what were you thinking? You thought you cooked?
I mean, the movie is said to be. You know what? Forget it.
Crazy. Okay, let's go back to the film. Okay, this might be long, so bear with me. Okay, I'm just frustrated. To be honest, I'm really frustrated. And
I'm frustrated for you because what you just said was just ridiculous. It was just ridiculous. But okay.
my score at the end of the day. So literally,
you know that one scene in Avengers where Captain America was literally trying to save people instead of taking out in the first Avengers movie instead of taking out the Ukraine the aliens. It was called the Zutari, I think. Instead of taking them out, he should just fought the guys and let the Zutari shoot everyone in the building. That's what he should have did. He should have just did that. He should have just let them do that.
Really, he crashed. But
saving people, that's not what a superhero is supposed to do.
Obviously, Crypto came in, blah blah. You guys have seen the clip. He healed with the sun, and what Gunn was literally adding to this film was his goofy jokes. It doesn't work on Superman. I repeat again. It doesn't work on Superman.
How doesn't it work? Adding humor, adding humor, and adding. How doesn't the jokes work? How don't they work? How don't they work? Because Superman had a little banter back and forth with Crypto at the beginning. You're giving Superman a personality. He's talking to his robot companions and his Fortress of Solitude. He's talking to Crypto, telling him to stay back because Crypto's a bad dog. And we know why Crypto's a bad dog. For those that actually know and read comics or literally listen to what James Gunn said for why Crypto is the way he is and why he's eventually going to become a better dog, like why he is the way he is in the movie, like just
when you want him to be funny, it doesn't work. But when
I would disagree based off of my experience. I can't, like I said in my couple of my other video, I can't go based off of everyone's theory experiences, but my theory experience was enjoying it. They thought it was funny. They liked the banter. It's working. It's mostly working. And clearly it's working because the film is on its way to, I just been informed based off of all of these articles that it's on its way to $1 billion. You know, it's on its way to $1 billion. Yeah, that sounds like a film that's not working. I guess it really isn't.
He's not funny or when he's not trying, but it sounds funny. He will be funny. Don't force it on the character. It's just not who he is.
I didn't say it was forced. It sounded genuine to me. He was just having a conversation, and as they was talking, jokes it kind of just became jokes. It wasn't like he said, "Oh, knock knock, who's there?" Like that's not what happened.
It's not who he is. All right, so he healed with the sun. Freaking Crypto just acting.
I keep pausing the video. I don't think I'm gonna make it through this video. I'm gonna try to at least get to 10 minutes. So and then I can go to the other video. But you can't complain. You can't complain about Superman not having a personality, and then when they give him a personality, it's still a problem. The jokes were literally flow natural, and y'all make it seem like it was a joke being spat out, no. That's not how it was going.
Because Crypto is basically James Gunn, dog.
It's not like the MCU where it's literally like someone says something funny and it's like a pause. It's like a literal pause every single time. Most of the time. Well, most of the time it's like a pause. Here, it happens maybe once, maybe once or twice, but most of the time, when someone's talking, it's kind of keeps flowing. Like Guy Gardner, it's just like Nathan Fillion just kills it. So it's just a natural flow. Like he whatever he says, it's going to be some type of snarky remark and just comes off as funny.
And he flew back to the fight.
Yep.
The way this movie is edited, it's very strange. But, dude, first of all, he just flew back, and then we cut to Lex Luthor and his gang just doing some funny stuff. No explanation. I'm like, what the fuck? What is this? This looks like this movie looks like it was made by fans. That's what this movie looks
like. No, I don't think it was made by fans. I think it was made for fans, like legit Superman fans. Not one of these. I think that's what it was made for. I think it was made for legit fans. James Gunn said he wasn't making an origin story. He said this is going to take place already in a set in stone universe, already set in stone with Superman already established and stuff. If you've read the title scroll, it literally said what was going on. Superman lost the fight. He left to go back to a fight, and we're seeing that Lex Luthor is controlling a robot. I don't get what's so hard to grasp about that.
like. Superman healed, powerful again. He was at 83%. Don't quote me. I might be wrong on this, but
no, you were right. No, you was right on that. It was like 83, 85.
He was at 83%, and then he went back to the city. Still got his ass handed to him.
Once again, you just said he wasn't at full strength. He wasn't at full strength, but he's continuously showing to be a hero, even at his worst or not his full best, trying to stop something. And literally, he's fighting a clone of himself. He's fighting Ultraman, who is said to be very powerful, no matter which interpretation you look at. He's supposed to be very... I mean, we didn't know it was Ultraman yet, but still. Once you... Actually, no. Because after you figure out what the robot is, you realize it's Ultraman, then it's like, okay, that makes sense. And y'all do realize it's a superhero film, right? So, like, you know how this goes. Like, why are y'all acting like y'all don't know how this goes? The hero is going to struggle in the beginning. He's going to come close the next time, but then still fail. And then by the end, he eventually wins. Like, we know this. Like, this is not nothing new. Like, you can say this for any, like, superhero film. I can say this for The Dark Knight. They think they defeated and captured the Joker, and then the Joker escapes and then scars Harvey Dent and kills Rachel. In Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man constantly gets his ass kicked by the Green Goblin. And then by the end, he gets angry and is finally fed up with this shit and starts whipping his ass. Like, we know, like, this is the same thing, bro. Like, this is nothing new. This is nothing new. Why are we acting as if, like, this isn't, like, a superhero thing? Why are you trying to make it like this is just a Superman thing?
And Luthor's gang, okay? I call them gang. They're just geeks, okay? They were playing games. So basically controlling Ultraman. That's the whole entire idea. All right? Now, no explanation. We just put into this universe thinking that we know what's going on.
No explanation. Did you not read the title scroll? You didn't read the whole the scroll.
So Superman got his ass heated to him, and when he got up, a civilian actually helped him stand up, and Luthor was mad about that. Oh, and then the movie cut to something else. I think it went to the Daily Planet. I don't remember, but yeah, I think it went to that part. And one thing I'll say that the Daily Planet was nice. I'm not gonna deny it was nice. I like that part. But again, there was nothing serious about the Daily Planet because it was just joke.
Joke. You talking about when Clark came in, he actually sat down, him, Lois, and Jimmy were having a conversation, and it just came off a natural, like, it kind of just came off as a natural conversation, and within there, it was just like funny, it was just funny remarks, funny banter back and forth. You're giving each character a personality. You're having them say some type of remark back to each other. Lois is like, oh, it's kind of funny how you always get interviews with Superman. Don't you think that's kind of funny, Clark? It's just good. It's just good. It's just good reporting. He said something like that. It's just good reporting. I mean, it's just a natural. It's just them having a conversation, and within what that conversation is, it's just funny. It's just, I guess, a joke, but it's not like literally they're going knock knock, who's there, and then just telling a joke, and then it's like a long drawn out pause. Like that's not what's happening. But continue.
Gunn, please. We don't want your goofy shit on the DC universe.
I think we do. I don't think it's goofy shit. I mean, if you watch like Justice League Unlimited, I mean, they have remarks like that all the time in that show. If you watch Superman the animated series, there's a bunch of moments like that. So I mean,
I'm sorry. Peacemaker made an appearance. This guy is destroying.
You're bothered by the one quick scene of Peacemaker making an appearance. That one, like it was like you blink and you miss it. That one moment.
DC, bro. You think the MCU, right, prevailed because it was goofy? You serious?
To some degree, it kind of did. I mean, yeah, you wanna go through half of the movie, and not because it's necessarily goofy. I don't think any of the movies were full on goofy as you're trying to put it, but numbers don't lie, especially if you're talking about the Infinity Saga. I mean,
bro. Yo, if you watch Avengers 1, 2, Infinity War, Endgame, the way the jokes are being done in those movies was nice.
Okay. They do the same thing in Superman. Actually, you talking about Avengers? We're literally a Agent. I can remember half of this stuff. Where Agent Coulson literally called Black Widow. They say a jokey remark, and it's literally a long pause while he's on the phone. So the audience can laugh. You're talking about that movie? Really? Really? All the jokes that Tony Stark makes? Really? You want to do that? Infinity War, shit. All the banter back and forth between Thor and Star-Lord, the jokes between Doctor Strange and Tony Stark, like, you really you want to do that? And Marvel has more moments where they pause and let the audience laugh. Like, what are you talking about? Like like what? Where literally they was on the dead planet. They was literally on the dead planet. And literally Tony was like, is he ignoring me? Is he ignoring me? Where Drax is literally making all these jokes and making these moments of silences. Like, really? Really? Those work better. But this is what Superman does is just blasphemy. Okay. If you say so.
It was perfection. It wasn't forced, you know.
I disagree. I would totally disagree. I'm not gonna say every single joke was forced, but there were some moments where it was not funny. But I'm not gonna. But the movie, just because they weren't funny, doesn't mean the movie is instantly bad.
But this movie, it just feels forced.
It doesn't.
In every little thing, Gunn just want to make a freaking joke. Okay, when there's an emotion building up, all right, Gunn just puts a joke and boom, everything ruined.
What moment are you talking about? To tell me, I need an exact moment. What exact moment are you talking about? I agree to some capacity that there are some scenes that he could have held longer on. He could have held longer on without inserting a bit of humor. There are some moments like that. But to say there's no emotional moments, there are emotional moments there. Definitely emotional moments. He could have held longer on them. Yeah. Like, he could have held longer on them.
You don't even feel nothing. You don't even care anymore.
I don't know about all
That's how I felt. I was so frustrated. That's how I felt. I'm being honest. And so as many people.
That's how you feel. That's how you feel. But don't complain about Man of Steel not having character or personality, and then when you get that, you complain about it. That's all I'm saying.
in the theater because they were like, "What the like?"
Well, that's how
Fuck.
you feel. That's how you feel.
Okay,
That's
y'all.
that's your opinion. You know, that's your opinion. I don't think you're right. You're mostly wrong, but you know that's your opinion. Feel how you feel.
So basically, the whole plot of this movie was Luthor is just trying to destroy Superman's reputation and kill him at the end of the day. But then he was also interested in ruling some area in Borevia or Jumna. I don't even remember, and I don't care.
I can tell.
We don't understand his motives as to why he just needs to destroy Superman.
Because he wants to be superior. Like every interpretation of Lex Luthor. He wants to be superior. He wants to be on top. He doesn't like how a god just came down and everyone just likes him. He doesn't like that Superman, in a way, takes the spotlight from him. I can keep, the list goes on. That's literally every version of Lex, pretty much. When it comes to him and Superman, you get all of that. You get his motives. He wants to take over this, and he wants to find a reason for Superman to come down and stop it so he can come up with more reasons to kill and take down Superman. He wants the government to give, he wants to find a way to get the government to give him another reason to kill and get rid of Superman. He wants to take over and shoot and kill a bunch of people just to find another reason to kill and take down Superman. He makes a pocket dimension just to kill and take down Superman. Everything in the film is told that. Like, he tells you that. What are you watching?
It's not explained.
It is explained. They explain it. Like, they explain it.
Is he envious of Superman? Why? No explanation. He just hates Superman because Gunn just thought that's what Lex Luthor does. He just hates Superman. No explanation why.
They literally, they could have, okay, to preach your point, they could have maybe went a little bit more in depth, maybe a little bit more in depth, maybe even give us a flashback to where it started from. But you still get enough here to show why Lex doesn't like Superman and why he wants to get rid of him and why he thinks he's a threat. Actually, that's one of the reasons he thinks he is a threat. Like, especially once they get the video recording that his parents actually sent him here to destroy Earth and take over Earth. That's even now more of a reason. Like, the movie explains so many reasons why. It seems like you just wasn't paying attention.
Freaking ridiculous. Freaking ridiculous. So they made a plan. Luthor literally went to freaking, the fortress, okay? Now, people saying the Fortress of Solitude was nice. I didn't really see anything. It was just basic ice and nonsense. Like,
basic ice and nonsense. You don't fucking, yeah. Just based off of that, you don't know Superman. You've been going based off of just one. You have to be going based off of one media. I'm gonna just assume that, because what where are we? 30. Okay. Because how the Fortress of Solitude looks on the outside is literally how it looks in most comics, how it looks in most of the movies, except Man of Steel. Okay.
I just didn't give a shit. Okay.
I can tell.
Yeah, you guys have seen the clip where the trailer. The engineer was fighting.
It's so funny because all of these reviews do pretty much the exact same thing. They complain about stuff that either the movie tells or shows you. They may not always. I will admit, sometimes it doesn't show enough, but they still tell and show you. Or it's stuff that James Gunn said was going to happen before the movie even came out. Like, most of these reviews all do the same thing. All of them do the same thing. So either they're just not paying attention, or either they're just straight up not paying attention, or they're really sitting there trying to hate on this movie. Because I don't like most of the stuff he's talking about. They tell you and explain it.
Oh, by the way, the engineer, bro. My God, man, no explanation to how she got her powers. Nothing.
You what? Yup. You was not paying attention. You was not paying attention. you was not paying attention. They tell you exactly how she got her powers. Literally, Lex in the boardroom tells you he literally says he created her with I forgot. He says some type of microchips. He literally explains how he created her. He literally explains that. You was not paying attention. Yeah. Go watch the movie again, bro. You was not paying attention. In that scene with Rick Flag, he literally tells you how he created the engineer, and he tells you how he made his task force, his own personal task force. He literally says that. You was not paying attention. You was not. If I could pull up the movie right now and show you the scene, I would. Like, he literally tells you that. He literally tells you that. You were not paying attention. You were not paying attention, and it's clear.
There was just a brief moment. Luthor actually made her. Okay,
A brief moment. So you did watch it. So then why did you just say what you just said?
He inserted nanites into Luthor. That's how she became the engineer. So then
what more do you want? You want a full in-depth backstory? Like, what more do you want? What? She's a henchman. What more do you need? And then if you saw it and remember it, then that just disregard that. Then what you just said was pointless before. You know, bro.
Fortress, beat up the robots, also whoop Crypto's ass a little bit. And pretty much, what's the name? The engineer went into the codex files of freaking. You're not gonna believe what James Gunn did with the parents. I'm getting there. Just wait. Okay. So,
and when we get to that part, I want an explanation on how that hurts Superman as a character and hinders this story and hinders Superman as a whole. Please, I want to know now, because every time y'all say this, none of y'all actually give a legit reason how that hurts Superman in this movie as a character.
Mr. Luthor told the engineer to download the files. Okay, he wants to learn about why Superman is here. Okay, then
after this, I think I'm done.
Apparently, the files were corrupted. Okay, so some parts were broken, couldn't be recovered, but she could do it because nanites and shit. You know how it is, and she was able to download all the information. And then they found out that Jor-El and his wife, okay, Clark's real parents, Kal-El's parents, sent him to dominate the Earth, reproduce, have wives. They literally said that shit, bro. They said it. He was on a mission like Omni-Man, okay? But not to join the Viltrum Empire, to conquer it and be a god.
Yeah, but you see he hasn't done that. And this whole time he thought they sent him here to be a good guy. And he's made his own ideals as to who he wants to be. So how does this hurt Superman as a character? Please explain.
That was
Angry Joe did the same. I know that, like, literally no one gives the full good reason why this hurts Superman as a character. I want to know how it hurts Superman as a character.
The message from the parents to Kal-El.
So how does
but for some odd reason that part was broken. I couldn't even tell if that was
for some odd reason it was destroyed in the impact of him landing to Earth, making his way to Earth. That makes sense. What
was a real thing, or it was just something Luthor made up? But apparently, Mr. Terrific confirmed it was real because he's tech guy, right? And you know what's funny? They never really tackled why his parents sent him to conquer the Earth. Why? We don't know. That is forgotten.
It's not forgot. It's not forgotten. And the reason they want to tackle and take over the Earth, they want to why the reason? What would be the reason they wanted to tackle and take over the Earth? Because they want to conquer it. I mean, what other explanation would there be? They wanted to conquer it. Like, they want to conquer it. We don't really get an explanation for, we do, but not a full in-depth explanation for why Thanos just wants to freaking just destroy random planets. Like, really? Yeah, we don't get a full in-depth reason on that, but this is such a problem.
Okay, because the movie went on a different direction.
The whole point was, oh, he was actually sent here for something else. Now this might change who Superman is, and see how it does. And does it change him? No. So, please explain how this is bad and hurts Superman as a character in this film.
Nonsense. How can you tell me Clark's parents sent him to Then I'm happy that Krypton got destroyed, bro. When I heard that, I was like,
You're happy Krypton got destroyed. Wow, you're happy a planet full of people died. Okay.
fuck Krypton, bro. Fuck Kryptonians.
Damn.
And this
That's how you
motherfucker.
feel?
Okay.
I don't even think I said fuck the Vulturemites. I don't even think I said that. I don't think I said that.
Okay, this is a spoiler. Okay, so yo, I'm spoiling this thing. I know. Okay, spoilers everywhere. All right. Supergirl appears, and she was literally goofy. So we know what to expect in Supergirl. We know what to expect. Lobo is gonna be in it. So it's not gonna be a movie that I'm gonna care about. We know what to expect. Lobo is gonna be in it. So it's not gonna be a movie that I'm gonna care about. And I don't know if she was drunk. Was she drunk?
And that's where I stopped the video. I think that's where I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna go to his other video, see what he has to say in that, and then I'm done. Yeah, I'm gonna just assume he's gonna go through this whole thing and say stuff that is clearly explained or said in the movie, and talk about stuff that literally James Gunn said prior, or stuff that, like I said in my other videos, Google is free. There's a reason Supergirl is the way she is. Google is free, my friend. Google is free. Go look it up. It's like Google is free. James Gunn said prior, before this movie came out, what he was basing it off of. Google is free.
And crypto is. I'm so sorry that DC has looped. They've stepped this low, okay, just so that
Yeah, he just gonna keep talking.
It's better than Superman. Cool for Cocoa Pops. And this just tells me that I can't really trust the critics anymore.
It's on its way to $1 billion. Let me go to the other video, because he's just gonna keep talking the same. It's just gonna be the same stuff over and over and over again. Let's see what. Superman, the worst superhero film, fails at the box office. Fails. I think I saw this get on my feed. It's Tyrone did the same thing. Tyrone Magnus did the same thing like this, and I'm like, bro, where are you getting this source from? Where are you getting these sources from? Like what? Domestic, international. You know the film came out like a couple of days ago, right? 217 million. That's let me check. You know what? Let me check something. Real fast. Yeah, let me check something real fast. I'm gonna grab my phone. Let's go on Google. Who had the better opening weekend? Superman or Man of Steel? Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, look at that. I don't know if y'all can see that. The 2025 Superman movie had a better opening weekend, earning $122 million domestically compared to Man of Steel's $116 million. Globally, the new Superman movie opened with $217 million while still going up, while Man of Steel earned $116.6 million in his first weekend. But Man of Steel is better. If y'all not gonna go by critics and audience score, we gotta go by something here. Like something is gonna have to click. The movie is better. People are watching it. It's on this. Supposedly is on this way. Let's since y'all, if you think I'm lying, this is a credible source. There you go. Superman is on track to make up $1 billion at the global box office. What? I don't know what else I need to do. This right here is a lie. This is a lie. This title that he made is a lie. Like, I don't know where. Like, that's not. Man of Steel did worse. So, and if you want me, I can pull up what I said about Thor: Love and Thunder. His stuff did better. Like,
it is a curse. The boy has been cursed.
There is hope. Okay, y'all. There's hope because
there's hope. What's the hope? What? The hope is that if this movie bombs, we can start over. What again? There's no hope. If this movie had failed, we were done. DC was done. So y'all, people like you that are not supporting it and making trash reviews, y'all aren't helping it. Y'all aren't helping. You want to bring back y'all Snyder fans want to bring back a universe that was not good, that was full of negative stuff. Excuse me. You want to bring back a Superman that was full of controversy. You want to bring back, I'm sorry for the stuff that happened in his life, but still, I'm so sorry for the stuff that happened in his life. No disrespect to him. You want to bring back a Batman, an actor that could never decide if he really wanted to be Batman. You wanted to bring back Gal Gadot's act. Sometimes she can act and sometimes she can't act self. You want to bring back Ezra Miller's serial killer self, and then Ray Fisher is never working with WB again, and you want him to get tortured and disrespected again? Like, this universe, and then Jason Momoa is just such a better fit for Lobo. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on. You want to bring that universe back for what? For what? Like, it's not. There's nothing good about Zack Snyder's universe. Nothing on screen or off screen. Like, please. What are we? There was some good stuff on screen, but off camera, no. Like, it's filled with negative stuff.
We need to come together and get rid of James Gunn.
And get rid of James Gunn. It's not.
How are we gonna do it?
The film is on its way to $1 billion. Supposedly on its way. I don't think it's gonna reach $1 billion. I think at its worst, it might get like maybe 500, 600. At its best, it might get to like 800. I don't think it's gonna hit $1 billion, but if it does, if it's on its way to $1 billion, James Gunn isn't going nowhere. The movie is doing amazing. It's doing great. It's just y'all.
By the box office. What's good, guys? Welcome back.
217 million is not bad. That's not bad. I don't know where you're.
I just want to say thank you guys for all those wonderful comments that you gave, because I thought I was the only one.
And all of the comments, it was awful. I cut it off after 15 minutes. Everything was pure dog shit. It's a bloody good movie. The movie was the worst thing out there. James Gunn killed Superman and his legacy. Get him out. Y'all cannot like the movie, but the movie is better than Man of Steel. It don't matter how you try to look at it. It's better than Man of Steel. That's just facts. Like, it's doing better.
Really did, man. I thought I was
the only thing that might bring this movie down is when Fantastic Four comes out. And I don't even personally, Superman doesn't need to do better than Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four is a movie coming out in a universe that has already started and been established. Superman is the beginning of a new universe. So Superman, as it's doing right now, is doing good. It's doing really good. And that's fine. Enough to keep this universe going. It's doing better than Man of Steel.
Strange, a weirdo, an outsider, a rogue, an anomaly.
An outsider and a rogue that has not shown to make any bad movies.
That's what I was thinking, because before I saw the film, Everybody giving 9 out of 10. All the critics. I'm like, did we see the same film, bro?
I think we did. I think you saw something different. Matter of fact, based on, I didn't fully finish your other video, but based off of what you was talking about, you wasn't paying attention to shit. You wasn't paying attention at all. You was just, I don't know where you were, but you was not paying attention. So
what are you guys talking about? This
I don't think
is
you really watched
absolute
anything.
garbage. Real Reject talking about this movie made me feel like I want to be a better human. What are you talking about, bro? There was no story.
There was
What?
a clear story. The story was there. The story was there. You wasn't paying attention, my friend. You wasn't paying attention.
What? Grace Randolph, that, you know, literally she had issues with James Gunn, okay? But it seemed like she's more interested in repairing her relationship with most of these studios so she can get a lot of perks. These guys on YouTube that are doing all these critics, Emergency, Real Rejects, Watsu, I don't remember all of them, but most of them, they are not for the fans, bro. They're working for the studios.
You think they're all working for the studios? Oh my god! You think every single one? Jesus Christ! No, they just have an actual. They're actually just using their brain, and they're actually, when they're watching the film, they're actually sitting there paying attention to what's going on. No disrespect to my black brother here. Disrespect. We're all on the come up, but I advise you go back and watch the film again because you wasn't paying attention.
They're getting paid so they can lie to you.
So they can lie to us.
If you come out, you tell me this movie was one of the greatest things you've ever seen, you're crazy.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't say one of the greatest things I've ever seen. Definitely not one of the best movies I ever saw. No, hell no, not even close. But in my opinion, not even close. It's not better than. I don't think it's better than any of the movies that I really like. But it's a pretty good movie and a really good start to the DCU.
I don't give it. You're absolutely crazy because there's no way you're serious. When I watched,
there's no way you're serious. Okay, there's no way
they were not even convincing. It seemed like they were just like, man, am I really saying this, bro? Well, I gotta say so I can get money from DC. That's what I was feeling. God,
yeah, because Warner Brothers and DC is really the type of people that want to be are the ones that are going to hand out money. Yeah, definitely them.
So I'll be getting lots of comments in the last video I posted. All y'all are feeling the same way I felt. I'm like, wow, I'm not alone. I thought I was a weirdo.
No,
but guess
you are a weirdo. But all of y'all need to go and sit in the theater by yourselves. Y'all stay over there. While the actual like Superman people that actually want to give something new a chance and actually are Superman fans can enjoy it. And actually are DC fans that are willing to accept new changes and are willing to move on from a universe that was not doing well at all. We'll all be over here. When y'all are ready, y'all can come over and join us. But for right now, y'all need to stay over there with all of y'all hatred and grifting, because I don't know what films y'all are watching. I don't know what y'all are thinking, but
what? Many people feel the same way. I had so few comments of people telling me I don't know nothing about Superman. I'm gonna just tell you guys a little bit about me, okay? I do have another channel called Raise Blaze, okay? I have the link, in the description below. I do animations, okay? And the type of animation I do, I bring all the franchises, DC, Marvel, Mortal Kombat, Matrix, everything you can think of. I try to bring it into one universe. Y'all, check out this.
Okay, this is all I ever wanted. All of me versus all of you.
Your madness will not prevail this day.
It is you who is mad. I will ensure that every pain and suffering be incited on your precious realm.
For you, mother.
With me!
Actually looks pretty cool.
For Asgard!
This looks pretty cool, but what does this have to do with the title of your video? I'm just saying.
For Earthrealm!
That's my work. Y'all can check it out, man. So some of y'all telling me I don't know
And
nothing
just
about,
because you did that, none of that proves that you actually know Superman, other than you just know there's a character named that. All that could show is that you know a character named Superman. You probably know the smallest amount of information about him, and you decided to put him in that little animation you did. None of that, nothing there proves that you actually know details about the character.
DC. You don't know nothing about DC, bro.
No,
You don't.
you don't know nothing about DC, because if you knew something about DC, you would know that each thing in that film is based pretty much off of a comic. You don't know nothing about DC. It's clear in your movie review that you don't know nothing about DC. It's clear. Especially once you started talking about Supergirl. When you could just look up the most basic information, like probably one of her best comics. Like, Google is free, my friend. You don't know some of the most smallest information about DC. And it's clear.
Know nothing about DC. Okay? Because I had a comment, someone told me, you guys realize that Superman has literally just been Superman for 3 years. He's been Superman for 3 years, but he got his ass handed to him all the time.
He got his ass handed to a clone of himself. And he got his ass handed mostly because said person, Lex Luthor, has been stalking and following him for years. For years, within those 3 years. And he has literally made it where he can have cameras following Superman during these fights, where he can see his every move and control the Ultraman to know his every move. This is not like something Lex Luthor does. Like, this is something Lex Luthor has done before. Like, bro, are you okay?
Let's go back to Man of Steel.
Here we go.
Man of Steel, Henry Cavill had his first flight. Right after that, he got captured. Where was the training that he had to become, like, strong as Superman, as we know him to be?
Neither Superman had training. What's training from who? Training from who? What are you talking about? Literally, like, you can say that for any. What do you think? Spider-Man had training? Spider-Man literally suited up and started winging it, and then got better over time as he's kept being a superhero and fighting crime. What training are you talking about? Training from who? Batman? Like, what are you talking about?
He had no training. Next thing, bro, is fighting.
Who would Superman have training from? The Justice Gang? Why would they be
Kryptonian, Fiora, and he literally beat them.
He beat them? So him right here.
Right after that, he got captured. Where was the training that he had to become, like, strong as Superman, as we know him?
This man getting double teamed, getting his ass kicked. Oh yeah, he's winning. This is okay. This is okay. Henry Cavill, oh no. Him getting his ass kicked. Yeah, that's fine. But when David does it, and mind you, in the scroll, it says he's never lost the fight until now. And then we figure out why he's been losing that fight, because that person was literally a clone of himself. A clone of him. These are two random Kryptonians. No, I'm not going to say random, but these are two Kryptonians who don't even have the flight capacity, the heat vision, or any of his other abilities that he has. We can make excuses for this, but what happened to David is not unexcusable. Get out of here, bro.
He had no training. Next thing, bro, is fighting.
Who are you? And then you keep talking about training. Like, what training?
Fiora, and he literally beat them. Like people don't really think, bro.
I love how he showed this clip, and it was literally him getting his ass kicked. And literally, like I said in your other video, when you talk about him getting his ass kicked, he starts off losing, and then by the end, he ends up winning. That's literally most superhero movies, where the hero loses to the villain in the beginning, and then towards the end, they start winning. That's literally most superhero films. Or most stories between a protagonist and an antagonist. They start off losing, then they end up winning. Like, bro, really?
David Conswell in freaking Man of Steel. Those Kryptonians will laugh at him. PR will be like,
they would laugh at him. You think so? You think so? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think if Superman could beat a clone of himself, I don't think he would have a. I mean, that's the actually. You know what? That's kind of the point. I'll give Man of Steel that. I'll give Man of Steel that. That's kind of the point to show that there's still people that are stronger than Superman. There's still people. Superman can still lose. Excuse me. That's still the point. Superman can still lose, but he still finds a way. Even when someone is better than him, he can still find a way to win.
Are you even Kryptonian, man? Slice your ass, man. That's who James Gunn made about Superman. That's how he lowered Superman, bro.
He lowered Superman. Oh man, I don't want to know what you think about Christopher Reeve because man, General Zod was General Zod and his two goons again. Man, I'm dying from all of this trashness that I'm listening to. Literally in Superman 2, he was getting his butt kicked. Like, we could go through episodes of Smallville, he was getting his butt kicked. We could do Lois and Clark where he was getting his butt. Like, this is not something that James Gunn just did.
Because I don't understand how Superman get his ass whooped, and he's been Superman for 3 years. Are you trying to defend that? What's wrong with you?
Trying to defend it. I mean, you can say I'm defending it. I mean, but he's not just fighting anyone. He's fighting an evil and stronger version of himself who is also being controlled by Lex Luthor, who has been studying him for years and now knows Superman's every move and what he's going to do. So yeah, I am defending it because there's a reason to defend it. The same thing with Man of Steel. Henry Superman had just literally the explanation for why he was getting his ass kicked there is because he's just really becoming Superman. He's just figuring out who he was. And he lost to two highly trained Kryptonians. David is losing to a Ultraman who has been crafted to know his every move and has been made by someone who's been studying him for those past 3 years. And in the scroll, it literally said he has never lost a fight until now, and we see why. What movie are you watching, my friend? What movie?
What's wrong? Like,
what's wrong with you?
I don't understand how these people reason. I really don't.
I don't see how you're this stubborn. Like, I don't see how you're this stubborn. The movie tells you exactly what you need to know. Like, it literally tells you. You're defending Man of Steel. You're defending Man of Steel when it's basically almost the same thing. Superman loses fights, eventually wins. Superman loses fights in the beginning and eventually wins. Like, it's the same thing. Literally the same thing. Stop it.
I don't.
Stop it.
Anybody in the DC library can beat Superman. Joker can beat the Superman, bro. Yes.
Well, I mean, if you want to go based off of, like, injustice, I mean, in a way, he kind of did beat him. But, you know, you're pushing it. If you want to go based off of the DCAU, where the Joker had kryptonite, not the DCAU, the Bruce Timm's universe, he had kryptonite. He was able to beat him. So I mean, you know what I'm saying?
He can beat Superman. So don't come at me with that, bro. Don't come at me.
So so it's clear you must not be paying attention to what you're watching or what you've been reading. If you do actually read or watch anything else, because are you actually going to explain how the film? Are you actually going to explain your title? Like, I'm been waiting for that.
Let's talk about this, man. So, let me sweep my camera here real quick. So, the box office for Superman opening weekend has been revealed. 217 million.
That's a lot of
Warner
money.
Bros. Should be panicking right now. Okay?
Why?
Now, some of y'all will see this and say, hey, this is not that bad.
That's not bad.
It is bad, bro. It is bad.
That's bad? That's fucking bad? Oh my goodness. Oh, Lord. What is considered a bomb? What is considered a bad? Oh, wow. That's crazy. is so you want to know something crazy? You want to know something funny? You want to know something funny? It says 25. It says 25 million opening is considered a bad box office. Yeah, it depends on the film's budget. It depends on the film's budget, which is what is being stated here. It depends on the film's budget. Let's look at Superman's budget. It depends on the budget. Superman budget was 225 million. It was 220. Its budget was 225 million. I already showed you that. I showed you that it's made 217 million opening weekend. It made 217 million opening weekend, and that's just. I'm pretty sure that was just. I can look it up as well because I actually use my web. That was just opening weekend, and that was just for. I'm assuming just for the U.S. I don't know if it was global or not, but you saw. But I think actually no. I think it was global. Let me see. Oh, okay, globally, yeah. Oh, it outperformed, yeah. So globally, yeah, it was 217 million. And I showed you that it's on its way to 1 billion. 1 billion. So if it made 225 million, it made 225 million. It's already on at the opening box office weekend. It's already at 217 million. It's at 217 million, and then it's said to make 1 billion. I don't think it's gonna make 1 billion, but it's said to make 1 billion. You think this movie is a failure? How? How is it a failure? And based off of the box office, where like this is you're like how? Mind you, Man of Steel only made 116 million. Mind you. But that movie's not a failure. Yeah, I don't want to go off a Rotten Tomatoes score because if we do that, Superman won. But you don't want to go based off of anything. I'm not all going to say all critics and audience are always right, but it's clear. It's clear, like, what film is better. The film is on its way to 1 billion, supposedly. It's on its way to 1 billion. It already made 200 million with a 225 million budget. Like, really? Let's look at. Let me see something here. Man of Steel. Oh wow! It had a 225 million budget as well, but only made 116 opening weekend. How? Wow. I think we need to change what movie actually quote unquote bombed.
Some comparison, so I tell you how bad it is. So domestic 122 million, although a lot of people would say it's gonna open to 175. What you say again, man? Okay, yeah.
Who said that?
International 95. International was kind of weak too. You know, it didn't really open to huge numbers. And then worldwide 217. Now,
worldwide, that's good. That's really good. On a 225 million budget, that is good. That is really good.
Movie, I'm gonna say it, okay, because I have to be honest. I want this movie to fail.
That's crazy work. That's crazy work. And you consider yourself a DC fan? That's crazy work.
I really do.
I don't even think there's a bone in my body that said that I wanted. Like, I knew the movies weren't probably going to be good, but I might be wrong, but I don't think I ever said I wanted, like, Morbius to fail, or I wanted Kraven the Hunter to fail. I actually want these movies to actually be good. Prove me wrong, Sony. Yeah, I actually want these movies to be good. I want all movies to be good and spectacular. You know? Like, I don't... You know what I'm saying? Even with, like, some of the stuff I don't like in MCU, like She-Hulk. I don't want the shit to be... Like, some of y'all make it seem like we want shit to be bad. This man wants this stuff to be bad. I don't want that stuff to be bad. I want everything to be... I want all of it to be good. You know? I know some stuff is going to outperform, but Yeah, I want it all to be good. You want it to fail, and then what? And then what do you want to happen? You want us to reboot again and be in more, and you want WB to be in more depth and to be in more of a problem because then they have to restart again? What? Which they probably would not do.
I'm sorry to all the actors, actresses, but for the greater good, this movie has to fail.
Has to fail.
He's out of line, but he's right.
He's not right. He's absolutely wrong. He's absolutely wrong. The movie's not going to fail. It's not going to fail. It's not going to fail. So I don't know what you
They
got
need
going
to
on,
get
but it's
rid
not.
of James Gunn. Now I see why Matt Reeves' Batman has been kept aside. Because of Gunn, bro.
Because of Gunn. No, it was just because Matt Reeves was taking a while to finish the script. Robert Pattinson was doing other stuff. It was a bunch of other reasons. It had nothing to do with James Gunn. Where are you getting your sources from?
Gunn is
Bro, just like I told the other guy to stick to politics, stick to crafting your battles. Stick to crafting your battles. Stick to crafting your battles. Don't do this. You're
the problem. Y'all don't see, yo.
No, the problem is that you're trying to make this sound like it's worse than what it actually is. Worse than what it actually is. And the movie that you proclaim is better is actually did worse opening weekend. Like it did worse on the same budget.
Gunn has been sent by the enemy to destroy DC.
To destroy DC. And what did Zack Snyder do? Because if Gunn's plan is to destroy DC, then if Gunn's plan was to destroy DC, then Zack Snyder annihilated it. Like he fucking Thanos snapped it. Like him and The Rock. If that was the case, then friggin' Thanos snapped it.
He's an undercover agent. Okay? He's on a mission to ruin DC.
Ruin DC.
And now
he's ruined DC. He's James. The Suicide Squad did pretty good. I mean, COVID kind of messed some of that up, but it did pretty good. Peacemaker did really good. Creature Commandos did really good. That's so far he's made what three really good things. And then Superman is seemingly doing well. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know why y'all like to sit here and make these titles like freaking just be lying.
He has all the power. He can do it easily.
He could do it.
You have
easily.
Supergirl getting introduced, acting goofy, drunk. Seem like she's
drunk,
having a bidism or whatever.
Yep. You don't read comics. You don't know comics. You don't. And even if you don't know comics, James Gunn said it at the beginning of the announcement that he was in charge, that he was basing Supergirl off of Woman of Tomorrow. You, my friend, just don't pay attention and don't listen. Because he said that. He literally said that.
Sorry to use that, but that's what I thought was going on. Ridiculous. If you watch Guardians of the Galaxy, most of the shots, like, the goofy shit, how they fight their enemies, it's exactly what was going on with Superman, bro. We don't need that. We don't need that in the DC. I'm sorry.
I actually think we do, because what we was doing with DC before, it wasn't working. It wasn't doing what we wasn't getting anywhere. We had pretty much 3 movies that connected, while the rest were pretty much just spin-offs. With a little bit of, maybe Batman does exist here, or maybe Superman does exist here, or maybe Wonder Woman does exist. Actually, no, 4. I forgot the Flash. But, that's out of what? 20, 30, 20 movies, maybe? What we was doing before wasn't working. So.
Peacemaker. Who watched Peacemaker? Does anyone talk?
Who watched Peacemaker? A lot of people actually watch Peacemaker. Can you actually, do your facts, please? Can you actually do it? Instead of just, a lot of people did.
About Peacemaker? I never watched Peacemaker.
Oh, you should watch it. It's actually a pretty good show. Pretty good show. I don't think it's not the best, but it's a pretty good show. It's better than some of the stuff that Marvel was making.
Hey, but literally, we have a season 2. Who is watching this? am I missing something?
Yeah, you are.
But God don't even.
You're blindly missing something. You're missing something. You're missing the beginning of something better. Even if it's not as good as Marvel, even if it's not good as Harry Potter, Percy Jackson, whatever, it's way better than where we were with Man of Steel. Way better.
Shit, because why? He likes all this clown work. He literally had John Cena in a diaper, thinking that's funny.
It was actually pretty
Stupid.
hilarious. It's pretty hilarious.
Obviously, Peacemaker belongs to the old DCEU, okay?
Peacemaker belongs to the old DCEU? Have you seen the films in the old DCEU? What, unless you're talking about like Shazam or maybe like Blue Beetle, what have you seen the films in the old DCEU? I don't think Peacemaker would fit really well with those films.
Was it DCU that called it? Yeah, I think it's DCU that called it. Now, he just did some little woody wah, and now Peacemaker is in the new DC. How? How, Sway?
You gotta wait to watch season 2, then you're gonna get an explanation. What like, bro? What are you watching? Like, are you not listening? Like, you must not pay attention. You must not have paid attention in school, because like James Gunn says all of this. Like in the trailer, like literally they're going to show you exactly what's going to happen.
How? No explanation. But because he wants his goofy shit to be in the DCU, he can make it happen.
His goofy
because
shit is working, so it's clear. You're showing it. It's clear. It's working. He made 200. He made more than Man of Steel opening weekend.
So Gunn needs to go. If this movie fails, they need to get rid of James Gunn right away. Okay, you can keep him to make his goofy ass Peacemaker.
And then what do you propose DC does after that? What would be the plan if we got rid of James Gunn? Please, Snyder fans, and any haters, please let me know in the comments. What would be the plan? What would generally be the plan? What would be the plan? I want to know. What would be the plan? What would generally be the plan if we got rid of James Gunn? What would DC do? What? We're going to keep making Batman movies for the next 10 years? Like, what would be the plan? Please tell me. Please tell me. Because if what James Gunn is doing is bad, I don't know what to tell you.
And the Suicide Squad, because that's what he likes doing. No one cares about those characters.
No one cares. I wouldn't say all that, but unless you're Rocksteady and you made Suicide Squad kill the Justice League, then yeah. But and James Gunn, I don't think so.
He can do that. I don't mind. If you
clearly you do, because the movie that he made is doing pretty good.
Peacemaker, I don't care about Peacemaker. You cannot build the DC universe.
If you didn't watch those films, I think you need to watch that stuff instead of just going based off of what you heard about it.
You cannot build the Justice League. I'm sorry, you just can't. So you need to go.
I mean, if we're going based off of the Guardians and we're going based off of Suicide Squad, it seems like James Gunn is really good at doing teams. So why wouldn't he be good at making the Justice League? Yeah, I would say it seems like he's really good at making teams, so I don't see why he wouldn't be good at doing that. But okay.
Thank you. All right. So we had Superman 217 million.
Yeah, can you explain to me how this is a fail?
Captain America came up in the opening weekend at 192 million. All right.
So it did more than that film. Okay.
And this is the money it made total. 415 million. So we had a drastic drop in the second weekend. And you know what's funny, yo? This movie is not rewatchable. It is not rewatchable, bro. I've been seeing a lot of comments.
So what does this prove? What does this prove? What does this prove? The movie, we don't know exactly what it's going to do. What it's going to do. And like I said, supposedly, we don't know how. I'm going based off of the bunch of articles that are legit, and that post that I just got that is said to make $1 billion. So what is this proving? That Brave New World didn't do that well? I mean, it made 192 at the box office opening weekend. I mean, and it made what 400 million. That's not bad. And what was the budget? Let me see what the. It made 192 million at the box office with 180 million budget, and then overall made 400 million. Bro, that's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. It went past. It earned pretty much his money back and more. Yeah, it pretty much earned his money back. What do you?
I'm the people that say this movie was great, but they were like, nah, I'm not gonna watch it again. I'm like, okay.
Who said that? Who said that? Who said
Yeah,
that?
see what I'm saying? You're not being honest with yourself. You just want to be
No,
nice.
you're not being honest with yourself. That the movie actually is doing pretty good, and you're you just tripping right now.
Be honest, bro.
And we're judging this once again. We're judging this based off of what we're just this. What it's Thursday, like this is the movie's been out for a couple days. But then again, it might actually drop off only because Fantastic Four is coming out. But like, really,
okay, the movie was garbage. That's why you can't see it again. Man of Steel, I've watched Man of Steel more than 20 times. I stopped counting because it's just so great.
it's so great. Now it's so great. It's nothing great about
It's so
it.
great.
The movie is not that great. It's a decent movie. It's an okay movie with really cool looking action scenes and really good music. That is it. That is it. Stop gassing it.
Feels everything, the soundtrack, the whole build up, it gives me all the chills. It gives me all the chills, bro. It's entertaining.
Yeah, you know, it was very entertaining. Yep, it was a bad a bad movie can still be entertaining, right? It can still be entertaining. It can still be entertaining. You know, you see, we didn't get a Man of Steel 2 though. You see that we're getting an actual Supergirl movie though, right? You see that we're getting a Superman 2 possibly. We're going to be in the works of getting a Superman 2, right? But Man of Steel didn't get none, right? Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, because Zack Snyder wanted to wait He wanted to wait 3 years to do a versus movie to make Superman even more brooding and dark. Yeah, that's right. And then what happened with that film? Oh yeah, right.
But this, absolutely nothing. Okay?
But what does this
Now,
prove? Like, what does
Man
this
of
prove?
Steel, on the other hand, it opened at 160 million. That's domestic, okay?
That's domestic.
And if you go back to Superman, it opened at 122. Now, if you adjust for inflation,
And just for inflation, we're about to do this bullshit again. Oh, I'm done. This video is getting really too long. I think I'm done. Here we go. Y'all make every excuse for Man of Steel. Y'all make every freaking excuse for Man of Steel. Like, oh my god.
this is going to be more. So, James Gunn Superman couldn't beat Man of Steel.
It did beat Man of Steel. Oh my god. Just for inflation. You know how I can say that for any movie. Like, oh my god. Oh, Lord. Okay.
It couldn't beat it, bro.
It did beat it. It beat it. Clearly it beat it. What?
Where are all the haters? Where are they?
I'm right here. And I'm debunking you. Like, it did. It did. I can show you the proof. And once again, it's only been a couple of days. Like, we still have to wait until the movie is like completely finished and out of theaters. Like, bro, what?
What y'all talking now? Come talk, bro.
I'm talking. Like, you're wrong. You're
He
wrong.
speaks, right? Numbers speaks.
Numbers do speak. And clearly you don't know numbers. You don't know numbers at all.
You guys can say, oh, people didn't want to support the old DCEU. Well, where's the support for this now?
The support got a 93% in audience score. And what did Man of Steel got? What, a 75%? So clearly Superman was more supported than Man of Steel based off of that. So what are you talking about? Clearly the critics like it more than Man of Steel. So I don't know what to tell you. Like, what are you talking about? What numbers are you looking at? You want to go on IMDb? Like, what do you want to go on IMDb? Like, where do you want to go to? You want to go on websites? What websites you want to go on? We could go all article for article. Like, where do you want to go? The movie is still in theaters. Like, we're not gonna be able to fully judge this until after it's out. But if we're going based off of just opening weekend, Superman did better. And it made its money back in opening. It's on its way to make it literally was already on its way to making all of its money back opening weekend. Man of Steel only made 116. Stop the cap. Stop. It didn't fail.
Despite the high ratings. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. 82%. Cap. Biggest cap.
Biggest cap. Go to Man of Steel.
Biggest
Go to
cap.
Man of Steel.
But yet you can't even
go to Man of Steel. Go to Man of Steel. Well, no. Go to Man of Steel's ratings. Are those ratings cap? Are those ratings cap? Go to Man of Steel, bro. Go to Man of Steel. 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 I'll be honest with you. I promise you, the movie probably won't even make as much as, if it doesn't make as much as Man of Steel, it would literally be because of people like this. It will be because of people like this, and it will be because of Snyder fans. That will be literally all it is. That will be literally all it is. It will be because of people like this. I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't. Even though I literally said I have it making like 500 mil, 500 to 600 mil, and then at its worst, and then at its best, probably like 7, 8.
Only that Man of Steel.
But show Man of Steel's ratings. Why didn't you show Man of Steel's ratings? Because you know they're trash. You know the rating. You know it got a rotten score.
I was watching someone. I haven't seen Jurassic World. Okay, I just stopped. I stopped, man. He said he'd rather watch Jurassic World than Superman, bro.
That person needs to. That person needs to drink bleach. Or I don't know what. I'm sorry. That was cool. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be better. I don't know what that person need. I don't know what to say about that.
At least it's rewatchable. This is not rewatchable.
The film is definitely. It's clearly rewatchable. Let's. You know what? You didn't do it. You didn't do it. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. There you go. 83, 93. Let's pull up Man of Steel's ratings. Oh, I can't wait. Because the movie's better, right? So much better. Oh, wow. Look at that. It got a rotten score. And only 75%. But Superman got an 83% in critics. So it's verified fresh. And it got a 93 in audience, which means more people enjoyed it than Man of Steel. But the movie is somehow worse. The people that did the ratings for Man of Steel didn't know what they were talking about, but the people that did the ratings for Superman also don't know what they're talking about. Those people are crazy. Man of Steel should be higher, but it isn't.
So y'all, listen, in all seriousness, man, James Gunn, he has to go. They need to get rid of him. He cannot be in the DC, bro. I'm sorry, he just can't. If he wants to be there, he gotta be in the side project, okay? He can do all those goofy characters. Make a guy, solo film. No one cares. Just
no
do
one
that.
Cares about Guy Gardner now.
Don't touch the main characters. Don't do that. We don't want you to.
He did a great job with a set of main characters already. He did it with the Suicide. Well, he did not. Harley was a main. Harley. Yeah, I ain't gonna count Suicide Squad, but he still did a great job with a team up. He did a great job with Guardians. That's a main team, so clearly.
Bro, sorry, you gotta leave. I hope this sends a message to the Warner Bros. Execs, man. They need to take.
Trust me, no Warner Brothers execs are watching this video. No one is going to watch this video. No Warner Brothers execs from there are going to be watching this video. They're not even going to click on my videos, and you have more subscribers than me.
Immediate action. Relieve this dude of his duties, bro. Get someone else. Who thought this was a great idea? Who thought this? Holy. It took me 2 days to recover from Superman. Because
you're making it sound
the freaking, expectations I was having, the hype. We waited 13 years, y'all. That's a long time. 13, 12 years. That's a long time. just so we can have this downslope piece of garbage shit called Super Baby. Yo, Superboy is nice. This is a Super Baby, bro.
Super baby, super baby. So all the crying that Henry Cavill did in his film, all the times he got his ass kicked. Literally, didn't he get his ass kicked by Batman? Like what the hell? Oh my god.
Seriously.
Didn't Henry Cavill die? Like what the hell? Didn't Superman literally die in the second film he was in? Like what? Okay.
It's like,
Oh
damn,
boy.
it's just disappointing, man. David Cornsweet, he seemed like a chill dude. He really does. Dude, I want you to really be, assured of your role as Superman, man. But, golly, I'm sorry, bro. I'm really sorry. To all the cast, bro, I'm sorry, bro.
I'm sorry.
But, y'all, for real, we don't want no sequel. We don't want nothing from y'all, for real. I'm not looking forward to seeing y'all in the future. I don't.
And I'm gonna be very looking forward to seeing more of y'all get proven wrong every single day. This video was way too long. I did not think I would get an hour and 35, but I had to watch. This might be one of the worst. This might be one of the worst. Cause bro, what? Bro was just, most of the time this man was literally either lying, he was just lying or just trying to come up with ways to make the film sound way worse than what it was, and or he was literally trying to make it seem like Man of Steel was such a great film and did so much stuff better when it really didn't. Talk about Superman getting his ass kicked, but Man of Steel, bro, was getting his ass kicked too. Like, and literally showed a clip of him getting his ass kicked. Like, I just don't. I don't know. All these videos, all the videos are pretty much like this. They just talk nonsense. They have titles like this, and it's just like you're just lying. Like, you're just lying. It fails at the box office. Like, mind you, you showed Brave New World with 192, but Superman did better than that film. Made more money opening weekend than that film. Brave New World had a 180 budget, but made 193. This film is on its way to do better than that budget, than the budget that it is already. It made 217 that weekend, so it did better than Man of Steel's opening weekend, and it's already closer to its budget on its opening weekend. But somehow it failed. Like, get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah, I'm sorry this video got so long. I didn't intend for it to get that long, but yeah, you know what? I'm gonna still say, because I'm a great person, show love to my boy. Show love to my boy. Show love to my boy. Because this video, he says Superman is a comedy. These two videos I just watched were hilarious. So, yeah, go out and watch my boy here, because he was funny. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will catch you on the next one. Peace.